Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Forest River No Boundaries 10.6 travel trailer. Guys, I picked a cool little unit here. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration. Of course, your tent, your awning, batwing awning will come all the way around. And then where your water connection for campsites and your power. Those will both be on your driver's side of your tow vehicle. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities and leave room for everything to open up. Once you're parked, first thing we're going to do is level our unit. You have a power tongue jack here on the front, with it down or up. You have a night docking light should you arrive at night, and a manual override. In case you don't have power, this little hand crank will go right up in here and bring up and down your unit. Speaking of power, check your battery posts when you arrive. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose coming down the road. Once we got our unit level, next thing we're going to do is stabilize it. On all four corners of the unit, you have these stabilizing jacks and a 3/4 inch hand crank. Get that on there and run these down. Now as I run them down, I'm going to mention stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris, hot blacktop, keep them from sinking into the ground. Use your 10% off coupon, pick up a 4-pack of those, and run these down just until they're taut. Remember, we already have our unit level, all we're doing is stabilizing it. So once you start to receive any type of resistance on your hand crank, go ahead and stop. You know you're down far enough. Run down the 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Keep an eye on your feet. You may have to wiggle them to get them straight as they come down. Back up. Once we got our unit level and stable, we can hook up our power and water. With this big long 30 amp cord on the back here. At the end of that 30 amp cord, should you need it, plug into 110, will be this 30 to 110 adapter. Got our power hooked up. Let's hook up our water. Now at campsites, you'll hook up to the city water connection. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Use this when putting fluid in here. Hook that up. Hook up your hose. Go ahead and turn that on. Now if you're going to go camping and you're dry docking, in that case you'll fill up your fresh water tank here. No need for a water pressure regulator. Simply fill that up with the hose. 2 ways to tell when it's full. 1, there's an overflow valve right here. Or also in your kitchen area here. Bring this out real quick. Actually, I can move it in. Right here you can tell how full your tanks are. That'll be your brand new battery, that'll be your fresh water. Now remember, when using that potable water, once that's full, you have to turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when you're using city water, that's already pressurized. Alright, so we got our water and power hooked up. Well, let me show you where your water comes out at. You got a blue hose, hooks onto a spray port. For right here, that's where all your cold water will come out at. Now we got our water and power hooked up. I'm gonna go ahead and walk you around the rest of the unit and show you a few things. So on the front here is where you hook up your cable. Again, your city water connection, your spare tire, freshwater fill. There's your freshwater drain when you want to dump that tank. There's a vent you can push open from the inside. Entry doorway on both sides. It's great because you can have the screen door open on both sides, get yourself a nice breeze through there. Another vent if you are hauling toys in this. Show you quickly how to bring these down. Lift up, turn. And slowly bring it down. You have a netting here. Come around to this side, we'll go inside in a moment. The batwing awning. I am sending a separate video from the No Boundaries reps at Forest River, showing you how to set up that batwing awning, your tent, and a little bit more about the kitchen. But I'll cover that as well. Speaking of the kitchen, out here, you have this nice spice rack, a utensil rack that'll hang on here. Before I pull your kitchen out, to the left here, you have a light so you can see what's going on in here. You also have a couple of 110s. Your 12 volt for your fridge. This is a button for a tank heater. It's a 12 volt pad that sets on your fresh water tank. If you think you're in inclement weather and it might freeze, go ahead and turn that on. Then over here again, where you check all your levels. Bring your freezer out. Oh, here's our spray port.